Thank you so much for coming back on to one of my broadcasts here on Periscope. I am Deely Inspires, self-publishing consultant assisting authors with book marketing tips, resources, and also how to publish your book from start to finish, how to turn your story into a business. Thank you for the hearts. You guys are awesome. So nobody talks about this part about being an author, which I think is very, very important. I'm sure a lot of self-published authors have their own experiences about this. However, I'm going to share mine and some of the different sides of the being an author from my clients and individuals that I spoke with throughout this whole journey of running Authors and Business Co. So with that being said, one of the major parts that a lot of people don't know is that publishing a book is not an easy feat. It does take time. It does take formatting, marketing, editing, and different things like that. But I think the other side, people don't prepare you for bad book reviews. Nobody prepares you for no bad book review. You know, when you pour your heart out or you share your story or you share your expertise, and then there's a group of people that just don't, mesh with it. They don't like it, and they say mean and nasty things. Nobody prepares you for that. The second thing that I want to talk about today, too, as well, about what they don't share with you is on how to really handle the profit and loss of being an author. Oftentimes, we talk about how you order books and you make money in selling your books, but a lot of your money that you spend on the books, it goes right back to buying more books. It goes right back to going into your business and the sacrifices that comes along with it. But if you have a goal in mind, I promise you that the sacrifices are definitely going to be worth it. But nobody talks about that part. They don't share with you about how you have to report your book sales with your taxes, because your book sales are taxable income as well. And so you want to make sure that you report your taxes as well. Another thing they don't talk about is a lot of times that you got to do things by yourself. You're not going to have the whole team of from a traditional publishing company and different things like that. Oftentimes you're just going to be by yourself. You're going to have to sell your books from the gas station to the bookstore to the libraries to people, the malls, to your friends and family and different things like that. Another thing they don't tell you guys about is if you're writing a story and one of your family members is in the book, they don't talk about sometimes the relationships are lost. Some people get offended on how do you maneuver between sharing your story without tearing someone else down, and that's really deep too as well. They don't talk about how your family member or this person just doesn't want it to be successful, and also they may have been offended by what you have shared inside the book. Another thing they don't talk about, guys, and I'm just bringing this whole big list of all these things that you guys need to start thinking about, because it's outside of just publishing a book and making money and increasing your influence. They don't talk about how you sacrifice your friends, meaning that your friend time, meaning that you can't go out anymore, Sunday dinners. Let me tell you guys about this story that I heard from this business owner. He's a lecturer, and a student inside of the class was like, his fiance wanted him to decide between his business and their relationship. And so the guy was saying like how his fiance didn't understand that, he was building a business. And so the professor said, hey, look, which one is the most easiest one to replace, the fiance or your business, the $multi-million business? And so what he was saying is that if you're not unequally yoked as you're publishing your book and going along your journey, if you're unequally yoked with and people in your family, friends, loved ones, significant other does not understand the journey, then it's definitely not going to work. So with great sacrifices come great rewards, meaning that You may have to eat tuna fish and crackers for a minute before you become very successful. So, what is my encouragement and motivation for you guys today during this broadcast? It's very simple. Do the best you can with what you have until you can do better. But above all of that, you have to remember that being an author, you have one side, which is the victory and the glory, and then you have another side that you have to put in different types of regiments in order to be able to deal with that. If you talk to a lot of people who have been in your situation, then you need a regiment because you're taking on, if you're an empath or show a lot of empathy with people, and you take on their feelings and their spirits and different things like that, you're going to need a regiment on how to digress a little bit after you speak, or digress after you speak to a person. You're going to have a regiment to get back to your safe place, because what you don't want to do is to be the armor bearer of everybody else's problems. You don't want to be the armor bearer of people telling you their situations too as well. So you definitely want to have a regimen in between those two. All right. Also, another solution for, experiencing all these different things, with being a self-published author, and going down this road. Hey, what's going on, Ron? Good to see you, man. Going down this avenue is this, when it comes down to helping other people, you have to help yourself before you help other people. Okay? When you want to help so many people, inspire people, you have to know that you have to use discernment between, is someone using you, or are they really applying what you're teaching them and showing them? Another thing is that you have to be okay with rejection. You have to be okay with people telling you no. And you have to be okay with not everybody's going to like you. You're going to have to be okay with those highs when you sell a lot of books. And then you're going to have to still be okay and keep that same momentum and energy and excitement when you're not selling a lot of books. It's two sides to this coin. So when you're in business, does it always flourish? No. Are you always going to be rich and all that? No. Is it going to always be easy? No, it's not. So you have to decide, do you really want this, or are you just playing around with it? And when you say, hey, do I want this, or am I playing around with it? If you make a decision right now and say, you know what, I really want to inspire people with my book. I really want to make an impact, and I want to get paid doing it. And you make that decision, then that means you have to understand of all the other things that come with it. We all see from the Beyoncés to the Obamas to the people and politicians to the church leaders to people we even see here on Periscope that are successful. And sometimes we covet somebody else's success and say, man, I want that. I can't wait till I get there. I can't wait till I make this money. I can't wait till I do this and that and the other. But there are also stressors and different things that come along with it. What I want to leave with you guys too as well, that for you guys to keep in mind, that mental health is real. So some of your clients, some people who leave reviews, some people who leave you messages, some people who say mean things to you, whatever the case may be, you have to understand that they may be going through something, they may be experiencing something, they may be bipolar, they may go through some type of mental health issue that you may not be aware of. So when you know that, that means don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. When you get a bad review, don't take it personal. Somebody doesn't like your book, don't take it personal. Somebody doesn't want to buy your program, don't take it personal. And that's the best motivation that I can give you guys, or advice from my experience to each of you guys. Somebody said, what is the biggest lesson you learned? And I would tell them to not take anything personal. You keep doing what you have to do. But that's the other side of being a self-published author. Now, there's no real dark side to this whole thing. It's just more so that you have to understand what responsibilities come with it, what expectations come with it. And if you're okay with that, meaning that you can handle that, you know it comes, not taking anything personal, then you can move forward with it. Okay? A lot of times you're going to have to come out of pocket. A lot of times you're going to have to invest. Or sometimes you're going to do something and you don't see any traction with it. Right. Yeah, even bad reviews trigger algorithms. You're so right, Ron, because I was even saying here on Periscope one time, people were like, block the trolls. And I said, no, I'm going to leave the trolls here because they make my viewership go up, the duration that they stay on and everything else like that in between. So you're absolutely right. Bad reviews and good reviews still serve a really good purpose. Everything works out for the good to those who love the Lord. So when it comes down to, the parts that nobody really talks about of being an author, nobody really glorifies this part. Nobody really says that. Nobody, shares that. But I'm going to share that. Let me not say nobody, but it's because I'm sharing it right now with you guys, for us to be very transparent and open about when it comes. I remember when I first published my book, and it was edited, but it was poorly edited. Okay, my first book, and I had an incident, you guys. It was like so insane. My feelings were so hurt. So it's 2 incidents. One, y'all can go on Amazon. You can see this review. I got 1 3-star review. That was my only bad review of my story. And the person said, yeah, it's a good story, but it's poorly edited and all this other kind of stuff. Just said all these bad things. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a self-published author. It's my first book. Like, cry me a river. Give me a break, And then I had this one person who purchased my book. I will never forget it. This was years ago, 5 years ago, and I still remember. And I was at the speaking engagement, and they purchased the book. Well, a few weeks later, they read it and everything. They sent me the book back, and the lady edited it. She was a professor. Boy, my feelings were so hurt. I'm like, what? She took my whole book and edited all in there and gave me my whole entire book back. I'm like, well, what is she trying to say? So it really it stung so bad, guys. It stung so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so embarrassing. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you so much, Granny, for inviting your followers and giving hearts. I appreciate you so much. And so the part that I really want you guys, because I don't like to focus so much on the problems or what happens, but, I do want to be able to talk about that part, because I don't want to give people false hope that, it's all... Oh, excuse me. It's pollen season, guys. Excuse me. That it's all roses and glamour and, and everything else in between. I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys ever experienced that too as well. So I don't want to focus so much on the bad stuff, but they don't tell you about that. They also don't tell about, when we talk about rejection, when you go to the bookstore and they don't want your book, or you submitted your book and they don't want it. They don't talk about how to handle rejection. So I want to share that with you. You got to be okay with, not everybody's going to say yes. Not everybody's going to give you a high five and all of that. You got to be okay with that. But that doesn't mean stop trying. I remember when I used to sell vacuum cleaners. I forgot what it was, Kirby vacuum cleaners. I don't know if you guys remember the sales reps where you used to go door to door to sell vacuum cleaners or kitchenware and different things like that. And my boss used to tell us that we had to sell 10 or we were going to get fired. We were going to lose our job. So what happened was, if you want to sell 10 vacuum cleaners and be successful at it, that means you got to ask at least 50 to 100 people to get 10 yeses. So when it comes down to rejection, just because one person says no, it doesn't mean everyone is going to say no. It doesn't mean that it's not good anymore. So you guys stay encouraged. You guys stay encouraged as you guys are moving along of the different parts of being an author and not taking everything so personally. You got to do the work. And basically, bottom line, you only get out what you put in. You only get out what you put in. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Put them in the comments here if you have any questions, anything that I can assist you with during the process before we leave each other. I appreciate all of you guys coming here on the broadcast and sharing this out with your friends and followers. This really means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait. I have a new video coming out on YouTube for you guys where it goes a little bit more in depth about the sacrifices that we have to make as you're growing and moving along in the journey. Amazon has changed their review posting policy. Yes, they have. This is like maybe the third or fifth time that they changed it. I remember like 5 years ago, authors were paying people to leave reviews and stuff like that without even reading the book. So it's kind of like you can pay for reviews. Kind of like how some Instagram pages, they pay for likes or pay for followers. And so they changed it with that too as well. Thank you so much, Ron, for inviting your friends and followers. Thank you so much, Gregory, for inviting your followers here. And won't let them post. Yeah, if they did it, if they're not a verified purchase. So meaning that Amazon, it all depends. So like if say for instance I actually purchased your book from Amazon, the Amazon will actually send me a email 2 weeks after I purchased it from Amazon, and then they'll ask me to leave a review. And that's where you get the verified purchase. And that's because so many people were paying people to leave reviews, and Amazon felt as though it wasn't authentic book reviews with the books. So when you ship someone a book, like me, I want to be able to leave a review on Amazon. Sometimes they let them go in, but if it's coming in really fast, of course, it triggers the algorithm and then they won't let them post it. So you got to kind of play around with it. You got to let people, sporadically if they didn't actually purchase it. But if they're a verified purchase and bought it from Amazon, Amazon will definitely let the review stick on their platform. So that's how that goes. It's pretty interesting on how it all definitely adjusted. But one bad apple spoils the whole bunch, Ron. So that's interesting. That's one of the reasons why I want to have some more people review my series, not a lot of reviews. Yeah, they can definitely review it on there, but they kind of, they've been a little stickler, which I kind of can appreciate it though. I can appreciate it, because then you have some real authentic reviews of people who actually bought it, Because keep in mind, people do buy books based upon the review of the book, so that is really important. That's really, really important. Yep. Let me know. I could take a few more questions if you guys have any more questions before we leave each other tonight. But I just wanted to just share those things with you. I definitely want to go more in depth and everything, but I just want to put things in perspective, that it's not all sunshine and roses. But it's worth it. It is worth it at the end. Don't get me wrong. It's worth it at the end. But the biggest thing is not to take anything personal. I'm in the process of writing a book. Congratulations. When is your release date? Let us know when your release date is. Congratulations. I'm proud that you made the decision to start, but I do want to encourage you to make sure you finish. Don't start something and not finish it. That's one of our biggest mantras here on Periscope. Okay. I don't know yet. Well, let me tell you something. The biggest advice I can give you as a writer, if you are an aspiring author and you're saying, hey, look, I'm writing a book, Okay. I'm writing a book and I don't know what my release date is. That means, you know what that tells me as a consultant, that you will never finish the book. And the reason why I say that is because you got to give yourself a deadline. We don't always make all of our deadlines, okay? But when you put the deadline in place, it helps you to finish it in a timely fashion. If you say, hey, look, I'm writing a book, I don't know what my release date is, or I haven't even thought that far, I encourage you to think that far. Because then that means in your mind, you're not going to make it as a priority to finish, right? So you got to have, yeah, that's really great. When next year? Is it January next year? Let me give you another example about this. So I was talking to my father, and I was telling him about, how I've been in prayer, and, I'm praying for this big thing. And I told him, I said, yeah, my blessing is coming. And my father said, stop saying that. I said, stop saying what? He was like, stop saying my blessing is coming. I said, what do you mean? He says, if you keep saying my blessing is coming, then it will forever be coming. It will never be here. When you make a decision and you ask for something, you have a time. I need this now. I need to pay my mortgage. I need to pay my bills. I need to pay this. I need to pay that. You have a deadline. So when you have to pay your mortgage, you have to pay your rent at a certain time, you work a little harder to get it done to make sure that you're able to take care of your responsibilities. Well, your book is just as important as your mortgage because people are waiting for it. People are depending on it. I don't care if it's a novel. I don't care if it's about a story. I don't care if it's about your expertise. There are people who are depending and waiting for you to finish, right, Michelle? And so when it comes down to it, it's like, hey, look, if you keep saying it's coming or I don't know when, sometime next year, that's not a real goal. Nobody can really help you. So say we had a one-on-one consultation right now and you say, well, it's there. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to help you. Because then you have to have your checklist in place and you finish it and you're like, wow, dang, I didn't believe I did it that fast. Or what you don't want to be is that person that said, I've been writing this book for 10 years and they just finally published it. You don't want that when you've been writing it for 10 years and then you just finally published it. And then the people who are waiting for it, kind of pass them by, right? I'm overwhelmed with it. You have to have the reason why this is my own expertise. I mean, of course, I'm just going by what's based on in the comments. But when you say you're overwhelmed with it, that means you're not pacing yourself. You're not pacing yourself. There's no deadline. There's no deadline. You have to pace yourself. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Say, hey, look, I'm just going to do 30 minutes. Sometimes you do more than 30 minutes. Sometimes it turns into 30 minutes, turns into 3 hours of writing on your book. But at least you have a goal. At least you finish. What it does, it gives your brain a shot of dopamine. Right. It gives your brain a shot of dopamine it's like tricking your brain like, oh my gosh, I did it. Oh, wow, I'll finish this part. Oh my gosh, I'm awesome. Wow, I am smart. Wow, I am good. Wow, I am awesome. It gives your brain. So you got to trigger it. So you just give, just like Ron said, like short daily goals of, moving forward. As long as you're moving forward, I have no problem with that. If it's next year, that's fine. But the reason why I feel that you may be overwhelmed, and again, I don't know your whole situation here. So I'm just going based upon what's in the comments. But I feel like a reason why you're overwhelmed, you don't know when you're going to finish. And you're not pacing yourself. Take your time. It's okay. Take your time. Nobody's judging you on that, Right. Absolutely. That's right, Michelle. Thank you for the hearts. What is your take on pre-sale on a book before you finish writing? Oh, man. I'm all for that. Make money while you write. Oh, see? Wow, isn't that awesome? Right question? Sorry, guys. My phone is about to die in a little bit. But she gave the right question, and you asked the right question, and you said it's money. Listen, you can make money while you write. Put your book up for pre-sale. Get the momentum going. Because see, the people will tell you what to do. Right. The people will tell you what to do. So listen to this. I have one of my members right now. Okay. They put their books up for pre-sale and she already sold 75 copies and the book isn't out. Now she has the money, $750. Now she has the money to be able to pay for editing, pay for this, pay for book signing, pay for a venue, order books and different things like that. You definitely want to pre-order to put your book up for pre-order. I think that's the smartest thing to do. I don't know why a lot of authors wait. You want to build up the anticipation. It's also good for sales. So like say for instance, you put your book up for pre-sale April, your book doesn't release until let's say May 31st, okay? So as you get closer to it, you announce it, you let everybody know you're excited. Wow, I just finished chapter 10. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I just got my proof in the mail. And everybody's excited, and it reminds people to order, yes, pre-sale, to purchase the book, and you're making money. So it does light a fire under you because you're like, man, I took everybody's money, so now I really got to finish this book. Now I really got to do it, Now you really got to do it now because you took everybody's money, right? But then as you get closer to your release date, you can do a countdown. 7 days until my book is released. 6 days until this, and put a quote. You get people to share it and stuff. Another, why I'm so all for putting your book up for pre-sale, because a lot of new authors say, hey, I'm having trouble with marketing because I don't have an audience. Well, you don't wait until you have an audience to promote to the audience. You can be building an audience now while you're writing in your pre-sales. Don't wait until you're successful to hire the right accountant. Don't wait until you become a millionaire or win the lottery to really get serious with your finances or your credit and everything else like that. It's been proven that a lot of people who become multimillionaires from the lottery overnight, they be broke in the next few years. And you don't want that as an author. So yes, put your book up for pre-sale. See how people, mesh with the title. Are they saying, oh man, they bought it? Start a campaign and say, hey, look, I want to do a Amazon gift card giveaway for everyone who screenshots their pre-order. You can do a little Amazon gift card giveaway to sell more books in your pre-sale. The gift card is only $10. You can go to your local grocery store. You go to Walmart, get an Amazon gift card, okay? Take that $10 you was going to spend on Zaxby's or Chick-fil-A, okay? And get a few gift cards. And then you say, hey guys, my book is out. I'm so excited. I'm going to do an Amazon gift card giveaway. They don't need to know how much the gift card is. All right. To a random person, for everybody who's purchased my book and pre-order. And then people would start screenshotting. I bought it, Michelle. I got your book, Michelle. I got your book, Divine. I got it. And they're sharing it out. And then now you can share that. It's like monkey see, monkey do. You start sharing that all these people are buying your book in pre-order. And then guess what? Everybody else is going to start buying it in pre-order. I mean, think about people like T.D. Jakes and Joyce Myers and stuff. They don't wait. They put their book on pre-sale. All right? Where you can pre-order something. CDs, music. Even with music, you might hear one track of the song, one song out of the whole entire album. It's to get you to want to download the whole album, get you to want to listen to the whole entire album. They put one track out before they actually put it on sale, right? So get the momentum out. That's a tip I can give you guys. Do a raffle, Amazon gift card raffle. Tell people, hey, look, I'm about to, okay, so what? You don't have no money. Get a $10 thing and say, hey, look, if y'all buy my book, I'm gonna do this raffle online. I'm going to do this raffle, get on live stream, and randomly select someone and send you guys an Amazon gift card to tell you thank you. So essentially, somebody is getting their money back, you know, for buying your book or pre-ordering your book. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope that really helps you guys. Like, you got to get creative. And that's what people won't tell you about. They tell you about publishing and this and the other and sales. But listen, get a little creative out there. Thank you guys for the hearts. You know, push that book out there. Okay? Put it up for pre-sale. Okay? Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so happy to hear that. So very happy to hear that. Thank you guys for the new follows. I appreciate that too, guys. Yeah, I'm so very happy to put that thing out there. And then they'll tell you, you know, they'll say it in their own way. They won't say it directly. They'll say, oh, you know, oh, that's cool. You know, this, any other. You got to get an idea. Like, do I need to hurry up and change my cover? Because I'm not getting a lot of likes on this pre-sale. So let me go ahead and change my cover. Is it the color? You know, get the people involved. Say, hey guys, I just got 4 samples of my cover from my graphic designer. Help me choose one. Man, them folks are going to help you choose it. They're going to put A, B, C. Say, okay, which one y'all like better? A, B, C, or D? And then you're going to get all these people, you know, participating. Because they feel a part. People want to buy something that they feel a part of. Nobody buys stuff from me because, you know, just because, oh, I'm great or awesome and this and the other. No, they buy it because they're involved. They buy it because they like it. They buy it because maybe they saw me at an event. They buy it because we were able to fellowship together. You guys buy from me because, hey, look, she gave me some really great advice. I want to know more. I want her to really look into all of my stuff. And so people want to be involved. They want to help you. They just don't know how. Because you didn't tell them how. You didn't say that, you know, you got everything together. You're an author. You wrote a book, but they don't know how to really help you, right? So I hope that helped too. Get them involved. Tell them, say, hey, which cover y'all like? Hey, look, can I get 10 people to read 1 chapter for me and let me know what you think? Bam, there go your testimonials for your website. There go your testimonials for your book before it even was released. That you can put in the book, testimonials that you can put in the book, endorsements that you can have on your fan page and people following you and everything else like that. You finally have it all together. And the people are like, wow, how did you get an audience as a self-published author? You say, look, I started before I was finished. That's the whole key. You can say, hey, look, I literally started before I was finished. I didn't wait till I finished to start. All right? And people who want to do that, they're called perfectionists. People who like to finish first and then start something, they're perfectionists. And what ends up happening is that they never get to that point. So I'll take one more question. Anybody else have any more questions? I'll take one more question before I leave you guys. I'm at my 30-minute mark here. Yes. Okay. I wish I had some music or something. I know people are probably typing. Let's see. Okay, give me some hearts if you guys enjoyed this broadcast. I see we don't have any more additional questions. Double tap on the screen and give me some hearts. Let me know if you enjoyed the broadcast. Oh, look at those hearts. Okay, awesome. Well, look, guys, again, on the link inside of my Periscope bio, if you want to schedule your consultation with me, go ahead and click that link in the Periscope bio. You'll see my calendar, and all you have to do is just schedule your call. Okay, you'll see my calendar. Just click on the link. You'll see the calendar, schedule a call. If you want to just go straight directly to my website, it's the same as my Periscope handle. The letter D, Lee Inspires.com, dleeinspires.com. All right, so dleeinspires.com. So make sure you guys definitely go visit my website and let me know about that. We do have a upcoming event, April the 27th here in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a free event that we do locally every single month for published authors and aspiring authors to come and network and fellowship together. Also, I'm excited because in 19 days, a few days, we have our first ever authors retreat in Arizona, Scottsdale, Arizona. If you guys are interested in coming to the retreat, click the link inside of my bio. You have 4 days with me where we get down with business building and author building. The whole entire 4 days is all about business. Don't we want to retreat and relax? We have some good prizes and different things going on during this retreat too as well. But it's all about business inside of this retreat. Oh, you're in Atlanta too. I hope to meet you. I hope I get a chance to meet you. Shatoka. Yeah. What's the first step to getting started after you have content? There really isn't a first step to getting started after you have content. Is the next thing I would think of is just the book cover, formatting and editing the book too as well. Put your book up for pre-sale as soon as you get that book cover. Shataka. Okay, Shataka. Okay, I got it. Hooked on Phonics works for me. Thank you so much. Shataka. And get that book cover out and definitely put your book up for pre-order. All right, I want you to know, guys, I love you so much. I love you guys so much. And I really believe that you guys have the power to change and influence the world. Listen, make sure you remember, whatever you start, make sure you finish it all the way to the end. Finish it. And if you're feeling a little low this evening, this morning, listen, remember this. You came too far, went through too much stuff to give up now. Don't give up too soon, because guess what? You're closer than you think. You're closer and you are stronger than you think. Don't let nobody tell you you ain't got the sauce. Don't let nobody tell you that you're not amazing, and don't let nobody tell you that you're gonna be in the situation that you at right now. Okay? Don't you let nobody tell you that. You understand? You encourage yourself if you have to, and get your butt in that mirror and say, you know what? I am a boss. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I got this. I got this. All I have to do is make it through today. Let me just make it through today and do my best in this day so that I can have a better tomorrow. I look forward to speaking with you guys soon, meeting with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram. Bye, guys.